anyone watches this. I think I don't truly expect many people to watch this, but this is
No.
the Just Our Stupid Opinions podcast. This is episode 1. We'll talk about sports, hot topics in sports, really anything, and every now and then we'll talk games, movies with just some, below average gameplay in the background, which is what you'll see on screen. Most of our episodes will be recorded live on Twitch and then uploaded later to YouTube for your viewing pleasures. My name is Cole. My co-host here is my cousin Christian.
Tim Tebow was a better player than Kobe Bryant.
Thank you. Thank you. Way to introduce yourself on the show. Oh man, this is just so this is episode 1. We're mainly doing this for our own fun. If any success comes out of this, that'd be great. If not, that's fine too. We just want to do this because it seems like fun. On future episodes, we'll likely have every now and then have a third host. A friend of mine, Matthew, who will also provide commentary. He'll probably be less serious and maybe ruin our reputation. But well, we're just here to have some fun. Maybe this gets off the ground, maybe it doesn't. So what? For episode 1, today is day 3. We're recording this on day 3 of the NFL Combine. We wanted to give some thoughts on our Combine, and I've got a first round mock draft that I've put together and would like to discuss. Our next episode, our Christian here will have his first round mock, and we'll discuss it next episode. But anyway, so Combine, man. It's been really a fun one. A lot of interesting prospects.
It's a fun draft class.
I really wish Lamar had ran the 40, but he decided not to.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He went on set. If he said he did, he would have got a 4.4. I'm not.
He's hiding. He's hiding something. He's secretly slow, and he doesn't want anyone to find out.
But man, that Shaquem Griffin, man, he is something else. For those who don't know, Shaquem Griffin is the player from UCF with the one hand. And we'll start.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Here now.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna explain who that was because I didn't know who that was.
So what we got here in the background, what you'll see on camera, is just us playing Modern Warfare Remastered.
I want to take you back to 2006.
Whatever. We don't expect the gameplay to be good. We're not good.
Some might call it below average.
So the below average gameplay.
That's our gaming stream series.
Yeah, we do that a little. We plan on doing that actually a little bit. But someone who really disappointed Orlando Brown, the tackle from Oklahoma.
Well, is it surprising? I mean, they're a terrible football team. No, I'm kidding.
Stop. Well, no, he's a great player, but man, it seems that he did not want to be there. He reports that he got in a fight with one of the combine coordinators. He only benched rep 14 reps, ran like almost 6 from the 40.
Let's do this,
He
Marine.
just didn't want to be there. I don't. He might drop out of the. I have a little sneak peek at my I got him being taken 12.
Yeah. All he needs to do now is like that guy from Mississippi State a couple years ago that was seen smoking weed the day before the draft. Then he'll.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that was Ole Miss.
They're Ole Miss, yeah.
Laramie Tunsil.
Mm-hmm.
He was a top 10 pick. And he slipped. He was a top 10 pick for sure. He slipped almost out of the first round, and now I'm pretty sure he rides the bench. So I guess he's still with the Dolphins. I'm pretty sure that's what
I'd assume so, but who cares about the Dolphins?
Dolphins fans out there listen to this by the
Yeah, that's what.
We've lost the lead.
Your franchise sucks, and they should move.
We actually had no problems. No.
Why does Florida need 3 teams? Just gonna throw that out there. Why do they need 3 football teams? They don't have one good one.
Tampa Bay, Miami, I'm missing one.
You're forgetting about. They have the greatest quarterback to ever play the game.
Oh, Jacksonville. Oh, Blake.
We've lost the lead.
I love this Blake. Speaking of UCF, they play Bortles. Every 4 years, it seems like UCF produces standout class.
They are the national champions this year, after all.
They are the real national champions. Yeah, sure.
I mean, Alabama. I mean, that was a runner-up game.
And God, Saquon Barkley, what a combo!
First overall pick? Question mark.
That's where I've got him.
I would.
I've got him taking #1.
I'd take him first overall because there's not a quarterback worthy of being taken first overall.
It seems like it seems like to a point that there's so many quarterbacks that are worthy of taking first overall that there's none. You see what I'm saying? It's like
Possibly.
there's so many. There's at least 4 that are qualified to be taken #1, but because of that, it seems like they all push each other back.
Yeah. It seems like they're all too just barely missing like that.
Yeah.
Cam Newton,
They all have,
Andrew Luck coming out of college kind of thing. Like there's
right.
question marks with each one of them.
They all have big question marks, whereas someone like Andrew Luck, as you said, didn't have anything.
Such a shame he's been stuck on the mediocre Colts franchise.
Yeah, that's something. Jim Murphy, he needs to
Give him an offensive line. Let his organs heal back together, and then give him an offensive line. Not to brag, but I just got a triple.
We're about to win this one. Keep up the fire.
Well, I'll get right. I don't know. That's about.
Friendly airstrike on the way.
The 2 Georgia linebackers on they went nuts.
I saw that.
Lorenzo Carter and Roquan Smith, Roquan Smith is a possible top 10 pick. Lorenzo Carter, they went 3 and 4 for the 40-yard dash number. So Lorenzo Carter, with a 10-10 on the broad jump, ended up puts him at 6'5", 250. Puts him. He's the #4 leader at broad jump at the moment, out of all the time.
And he's a field goal blocking specialist.
Yeah, the Rose Bowl. The Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
What a game.
Friendly chopper on the
What a
way.
game.
Yeah,
Baker going nuts the entire game. Georgia defense coming out after the second half. Right, I think most of the country watching that game, they saw the first half. They're like, this Georgia defense is getting here, but where's that? And they came out in the second half. second half in overtime, the Georgia defense only gave up 10 points.
Yeah.
They locked in and shut down.
Well, the blocked field goal was really the play that won the game, because then after that, all they needed was the field goal.
He's got a massive wingspan. I had the pleasure of watching him in high school for one year for a playoff game.
Yeah.
And what a freak of nature that guy is. I think he deserves to be higher up.
Yeah.
Draft boards.
I think at the very least, he'll be like a really good rotation guy. Athletic sort of spark plug at the very
Reminds me
least.
of another Georgia linebacker that came out recently. Leonard Floyd, Chicago Bears.
Yeah. The Bears are like
very similar build.
the Bears are like the best worst team in the league. Like they should be better. They have some good players.
They have such a good defense, and
Yeah.
they had a top 10 defense this past season.
I know. It's like, how are they so bad?
They gotta figure that out. Let's see. Anything else about the combine?
I don't know much. You've been the one.
Mike Gesicki of the tight end from Penn State. He had a monster combine. He did fantastic.
I did see that.
That's another guy who really impressed me.
Yeah, I saw the stats. They look pretty good.
Drawing a line of comparisons to, Olsen, that type. A high volume receiver. Gonna lead a team in catches one day.
A John Epping type, you know.
That Madden 13 reference, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what a throwback that was.
Throwback to 2012.
And so I'll get right into my little mock here.
All 7 rounds.
First overall pick, I got Cleveland. I said it a minute ago. I got Cleveland taking Saquon Barkley, I think.
Yeah, I do
There's
that.
so many. This is a loaded quarterback class. I can take a quarterback with the 4th pick. I don't think they need to take one first. I think they need to get Saquon while they can get him. The guy's a generational talent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any flaws with his game. I think you gotta take him number 1.
I agree.
Team deathmatch.
The 2nd pick, the Giants. I'll give them. I think they're gonna take. Maybe not. I don't know if they'll take this. I think they should do this. I think Sam Darnold. The guy has got all the arm talent in the world. He's got it.
Mm-hmm.
The guy just finished his sophomore season. So if you let him sit a year, or maybe just a half season behind Eli Manning, let him learn, mature. That's one thing you need. I'm not saying that he's immature. I'm saying he needs to learn. He needs to get older. That's basically it. He's so young.
Yeah.
It feels like he just started college.
We've taken the lead.
Yeah. I mean, the Giants.
Did have
The Giants might as well take a flyer on a quarterback, because even if they take some other player that turns out to be good, without a quarterback, they're not going to go anywhere in the future. So.
After Eli's gone, and have a guy who had such a big problem to learn from a guy like Eli Manning, who
At this point in his career, is just
has been very secure when it comes to ball security throughout his career.
Yeah, definitely.
He's had thrown many interceptions. Maybe in his later years he's got
Yeah, he's smart with he knows the game.
Right, and Sam Darnold can learn a long time. But I like Sam Darnold. Honestly, he just needs time to grow. 3rd pick. Now with mine, I do take into account. teams that might trade
Our
back
UAV is online.
for a player. I think the Colts will trade this pick back and take still the same guy. I think they'll take Quentin Nelson out of Notre Dame, the guard. Now the third pick might be too high to take a guard. I'm not. That's what most of the GMs would say. I think, hey, if he's that good, just take him. But this guy, out of all the players in this draft, he might be the only one whose bust potential is 0. I think he is the most sure candidate in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
We've
And the
lost
Colts,
the lead.
they gotta keep Andrew Luck on the field.
Enemy UAV is
Yeah.
airborne.
Pick number 4. I got the Browns taking Josh Allen. With Josh Rosen saying he doesn't want to play in Cleveland, I don't think the Browns are going to make the mistake of trading him, of taking him just after trade him. And so the guy, he came into the combine with injury concerns. Josh Allen came into the combine accuracy concerns, 55% over
Enemy UAV is airborne.
a season at Wyoming, and not the best conference, of course, but his
Our
throws
UAV is online.
just don't 70 yards long.
Our UAV is online.
I didn't see anything that would make me think his accuracy is.
Yeah.
Start picking up the pace a little bit here and go on to Denver. I do believe.
Denver.
I believe they'll take pick up Kirk Cousins,
Seems like a likely
but
match.
that's John would. I think John Elway will go after, but I'm not taking that into account. So I think Josh Rosen, call him Josh.
Oh.
And so the best, of course, they're a quarterback away, best quarterback available. I think that's it, right?
They were a quarterback away when they actually won the Super Bowl like 10 years ago.
Oh, shut up, Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning, literally in a full body cast, somehow won the Super Bowl.
Cam didn't die for it.
It's true.
It's on Cam.
He stood there and watched it. He watched his only Super Bowl opportunity slip right out of his fingers.
The Jets at 6, another team
UAV
needs a
recon
quarterback.
standing by.
Maybe not. They're not
Our
the
UAV
Broncos
is
level
online.
of one quarterback away to being a contender, but they got a good young core, probably the best young safety duo in the NFL with Josh Adams and I'm blanking on the other guy's name. But beside that, they need a quarterback, so I got them
Baker.
6th pick, taking Baker.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield.
We've taken the lead.
Baker Mayfield in New York seems like a decent fit.
Seems like a good fit. It also seems very dangerous for Baker.
It is.
You never know. If he,
Our UAV is online.
Too much attention in New
I
York.
like the guys. I don't know. Of course, I don't know him personally. I don't know if he is a good guy or not. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
But
the only
that's the
big
best
question is the personality side.
On the way.
Yeah, I mean, we won't know till Sunday is Tampa Bay. The defense this year was terrible. They were just straight up bad, so they're gonna pick the best player on the board. At this point, it might be Bradley Chubb or Minka Fitzpatrick.
Bradley Chubb. I don't know, I just said that.
Yeah, Bradley Chubb. They need that edge rusher. They also need Minka Fitzpatrick just as much, but man, it's a tough decision. I guess I'll go stick with Chubb. I got him here picked there.
Spoiler alert, not the last Chubb to be drafted.
nice one, but not will be in the first round. Next is Chicago.
Our UAV
The best worst team, as we established.
Right, then they need everybody's like consensus here is Calvin Ridley.
I like that fit.
Right.
I like that fit a lot.
I do too. But there's so many good receivers in this draft, and if they think they can wait and take another defensive guy, but also the defensive. I think they'll take Tremaine Evans out of Virginia Tech. Linebacker who can. He's a perfect 6'5", 250, and he can fly. He ran a today. He ran a he's only 19. He's only 19 years old.
It's incredible.
He's only 19.
Friendly airstrike on the way!
The guy can play middle linebacker, outside linebacker. He can play some DA. The guy can play ball. Maybe in the second round, maybe
We
a
are about to
Washington.
achieve victory covenant!
Right.
Receiver. To address the receiver needs, there's so many good receivers left in this draft that they can take later to be able to pass on.
Our UAV is online!
And maybe at this point they. So the 9th pick, 49ers, they need secondary. Minka Fitzpatrick has slipped. No doubt about it. It's Minka.
Yeah, I like that.
I
like that a lot.
no doubt about it.
Time is running out!
Yeah, if they could get Minka, I like that a lot.
Now keep in mind,
Our UAV is online!
this is my pre-combine.
Alright.
I know I mentioned some combine numbers. That was more for what good these guys are, I guess.
Friendly airstrike
So,
on the way!
10th pick, got Oakland. They need a linebacker.
Rowe,
We are victorious! Good work, comrades!
seems like the perfect fit. Roquan Smith just seems like a Raider.
It really does. He really was
Yeah.
on Miami.
Tunsil.
Miami?
Yeah.
Larry Tunsil. They'll take the same guy again.
Yeah.
Just, Miami, I got them taking Mike McGlinchey, left tackle, Notre Dame. They need an offensive line. A lot of people say they need a quarterback. I don't see them take them on this early.
They have Jay Cutler. Have
They
you
can take-
forgotten?
I think they might take Loletta, I believe is how you pronounce his name, out of Richmond, I believe. I think they might take him at 4th or 5th round.
That's quite the school.
On to Cincinnati, and like I said just a minute ago, this is my pre-combine, so I didn't know about the Orlando Brown drama. So this is why I have him at 12, taken by Cincinnati. They need a good left tackle. He's a good left tackle.
You know what?
Very good.
You know what they need more than a left tackle is a new coach. But
I guess 15 years of no playoff wins is deserving of an extension.
you know,
Yeah.
if they enjoy being
that's a
6 and 10
situation.
every year, they can go right ahead.
That is a situation and a half. Next is the Redskins, and I've got them taking a Vita Vea, the big defensive lineman from Washington.
Now you know
Runs
you're not
fast, and
supposed to
he ran.
say Redskins anymore.
And he runs well.
True.
Team deathmatch.
I'm not too high on guys. It's like Pac-12 defensive linemen. They usually don't do that great. Some of them do, of course. There's always the outliers.
Make no
They don't
mistake,
actually
comrades.
exist. They're
I do like
imaginary.
this guy. I do like this guy. Yeah, I think he's a very good football player.
He's an SEC
Next.
player in Pac-12 country.
Next, we got Aaron Rodgers. The one-man team, Aaron Rodgers.
He amazingly slipped again, I see.
Wait, what?
We've taken the lead!
Who slipped?
Aaron Rodgers. He slipped when he was drafted the first time, like 20-something.
Oh. That was a terrible joke.
You know, it's I'll have worse, don't worry.
Alright, so the Packers, they need, at this point, they need some, they need all
Everything.
basically defense. Well, they need everything, honestly.
Everything but
They
quarterback.
need some defense. They need defense first round.
Enemy
Yeah.
UAV is airborne.
So I got them taking Lamar Jackson. No, I'm kidding. I got them taking a different Jackson. That's Justin Jackson, or Josh Jackson rather.
Hmm.
The cornerback from Iowa, the guy who had that crazy one-handed interception against them.
Yep.
Out of 3 interceptions against Ohio State when they, what was that game, 55-24?
The sole reason Ohio State didn't make the playoffs was that man.
Exactly, that was a fantastic game, and John Jackson had 3 picks in that game. That's something else. Him and who's the best cornerback discussion? It's him or Denzel Ward of Ohio State, which is kind of ironic. But I like Josh Jackson. He's got the best technique of any corner in this draft class. He's got the physical skills to do it. So I think the Packers pick him up in desperate need of help in their secondary. In desperate need of a #1 guy, and that's Josh Jackson.
like
Next is Baltimore. Another team in desperate need of receiver. So with Calvin Ridley slipping, they scoop Calvin Ridley up
Enemy
immediately.
UAV is
Oh wow.
airborne.
They
Yeah.
don't take any time discussing this. They take, if Calvin Ridley's available, they take
Enemy
it.
UAV is
I like
airborne.
it.
The guy reminds me of another Alabama receiver, Amari Cooper.
Julio Jones.
Calvin is how good is his route running? That's a
Enemy
question
UAV
with
is
him.
airborne.
I think that's something that can be worked on in the NFL and fixed. I think
Yeah.
he's a very, very good player.
He's talented enough to fix it.
And in the open field, Calvin Ridley is he is nuts.
As good as anyone.
Next is the Chargers. Another team that maybe needs to take a quarterback to prepare for the future because Philip Rivers can't play forever.
Well, you know. Maybe they can figure out a way to make his
They
body
can figure out a way to
bionic robot.
keep him alive forever. I wouldn't
Our
mind Philip Rivers.
UAV is online.
Rivers is
He-
a stand-up guy. I like Philip Rivers.
He makes a lot of good
But I got them
facial expressions that make good memes.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
best point on the board right now. I got them taken is Derwin James.
Hmm.
The Swiss Army knife, of course. I mean, the guy can play safety, play corner, play linebacker. I mean, the guy can do it all.
He's like
Very
Jabril
instinctive.
Peppers.
Very instinctive. He's like Jabril Peppers, but actually good.
Well, we all thought Jabril Peppers was going to be good at one point too.
I did too. I fell for that, but. So
Enemy
they're
helicopter
going
approaching.
he is a here in the South. We like to say ball player. Derwin James is a ball player.
Do we say that?
I do.
Good for you.
But next, the Seattle Seahawks. They need offensive line is the #1.
Turns out they shouldn't have traded their all-pro center to the Saints. Who knew?
So I got them taking, I like, right. I got them taking, Connor Williams.
Laramie Tunsil. Oh.
Welcome to the official Laramie Tunsil podcast.
That's going to be my thing now. Is I'm just going to yell Laramie Tunsil every so often.
I like it. We'll start off with episode 1.
That's a running gag, as they call it.
Connor Williams, left tackle out of Texas. He was injured most of the season. Played in, I believe, 6 games, and he's a little inconsistent. But when he's on, he is on. If he is on 100% of the time, I believe he's the best tackle in this draft class. But he's not on every time. Sometimes lacks the effort needed. But I think if he gives his all, man, he's a special talent. Real strong kid. Next is 19 is the Dallas Cowboys.
Enemy UAV is
The
airborne.
Jerry Boys, Jerry's World.
Jerry's
Jerry
Girls.
Jones have in mind.
Enemy UAV
Jerry's
is
gonna
airborne.
get the big.
UAV recon standing
He's
by.
here. He wants
Our
big
UAV
name
is
player from
online.
the big name teams. He picks up Rashawn Evans for Alabama. Which nothing wrong here with picking that big name from the big name team, because Rashawn Evans is the best player on the board at this point, in my opinion. They need help at linebacker. Sean Lee can't stay on the field, and he's
Hey, don't
someone's grandpa.
don't let Skip Bayless hear that you're talking about Sean Lee getting old now. Don't let him hear you.
Don't let Skip Bayless hear me talking about anything negative about the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is the greatest player.
I don't know about Skip Bayless. Maybe we'll have him on as a guest someday.
I'm sure he's dying.
I'm sure he's listening right now. He's watching.
He's DMing you on Twitter as we
Yeah,
speak.
Dallas needs some
Enemy
help.
UAV is
They need
airborne.
some help.
Honestly,
They need some
I could,
offensive line depth.
right.
They have a very good starting offensive line, but as soon as I believe it was their starting left tackle went down, Adrian Claiborne went off for 6 sacks in one game.
Adrian Claiborne's
know about-
not that good, just for the record.
Not many people even know who Adrian Claiborne is.
Right.
Alright? And he went off for 6 sacks. So they
Which-
do need to address some depth at offensive line, but Rashawn Evans is too good to pass.
And it almost made Skip Bayless have an aneurysm.
UAV is online.
Next is the Detroit Lions at 20. They take Darius Geis, running back at LSU.
The Detroit, what is a playoff victory Lions?
very-
Yes, I'm familiar.
Very strong runner. They do need some pieces on defense. If they can address those in later rounds, they need a running back. They need it. They've got some. A couple good running backs in Abdullah and gosh, I've won the other guy.
Paula Abdullah. There's a-
Paula Abdullah.
yeah.
But
I've heard.
Abdullah, I like Amir Abdullah, but they do need someone, a running back with star potential. And that's Darius guy. He's he's an angry runner. This is what I like. He runs mad, and he runs a lot of force. Good speed. He's not that far behind talent-wise, behind Saquon. I really don't think there's that much of a talent gap between guys like Saquon and guys like Geis,
Enemy helicopter
Ron
approaching.
Jones, and like a guy like Sonny Michel. Darius Geis, he's the full package. He's got it. He's really good. On to wait, did I skip Arizona? I skipped Arizona. Alright, we gotta go back to Arizona.
Professional.
Excellent. I went straight over Arizona. They advocated right after Green Bay.
So
They
here's
already
the,
need a quarterback. They currently don't have a quarterback on roster, if I'm not mistaken. So they take Lamar Jackson.
or even if they do, Carson. No, what's his name? Not Carson Wentz. The other one is like
Yeah, they
45 years old at this
Carson
point.
Wentz.
Yeah. No, the one they have is
Carson
like
Palmer.
Carson Palmer. Yeah, is like 50 years old at this point.
He retired.
Oh, he
That's what I'm saying, they
did.
don't
He
have
did
one on
retire.
roster.
Okay, I wasn't aware
And they
he
lost the
retired.
guy who they lost their backup. The backup's gonna leave. I think.
Mm.
I think it's leaving. I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well,
And
oh, and 16. Mark it down.
so the 15th pick, Arizona, the one I skipped. So I'm such a professional.
Lamar Jackson. Make sure you don't give the idea of him being a
If you
receiver.
don't know what Lamar Jackson is by now, who he is, or what type of player he is, you're living under a rock. I don't feel like I need to explain Lamar Jackson.
But just know he's not a receiver. He wants you to know that. He's not a receiver.
Pick 21 and 22, Buffalo.
They have 2 picks in a row.
Mason Rudolph, quarterback, Oklahoma State.
Alright.
This guy he can sling it. He can throw a really good ball. There are some concerns with his velocity, I don't have a problem with that. I don't really see it.
Yeah. Mason Rudolph sounds like a
Between
white tight end. I'm just gonna be honest.
He's brother to Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah.
Alright. Their next pick, Deron Payne, defensive lineman from Alabama. This guy's a force. He's a do-it-all. He is a force.
As a Falcons fan, I hope he falls to the Falcons because he's really, really good.
Same, yeah. He's a monster.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. The Rams. Excuse me. Rams. I got them taking Marcus Davenport, defensive end. Texas San Antonio. This guy was a standout at the Senior Bowl. He has been flying up people's
Team deathmatch.
as of recently.
Yep.
Let's do
Guy
it,
can
Marine.
get to the quarterback. He's again another guy who people are concerned with as a coming from a small conference, but I think this guy just dominates.
He's only going straight to Los Angeles. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, he gets to join the McVay train.
It's
The
true.
team is young guy.
I like the Rams for the future, I must say.
I do too. As a
Good coach, good quarterback, good running back. You know.
Todd Gurley was robbed of MVP. That's just
Tom Brady is a system quarterback. I dare you to prove me wrong.
Oh, if this episode actually touches any kind of viewership, you're gonna get a ton of comments for that.
You know, I don't care.
If we get any comments at all.
They could come at me. I'll take the gloves off. I'll give them a fight. I'll get in the dirt and wrestle.
So yeah, they just released Robert Quinn, saying they need the pass rusher. I originally had them taking Denzel Ward here, the corner I was talking about earlier, but since they lost their main pass rusher, maybe not their main pass rusher, but a really good one, they needed guys that fill that hole. So
Yeah.
Davenport's that guy.
Here's the thing. There's no proof to the question that Tom Brady is a system quarterback. No one has actually ever been to prove it wrong, even if you don't think he is, because he's only played for one team. Yeah, you can't prove it wrong. He's a system quarterback. You cannot. It's impossible to prove it wrong.
It's like the meme of the guy sitting at the desk where he has the thing. It's Tom Brady's a system quarterback. Change my mind. And
Yeah.
he's sitting there sipping coffee. All right, next pick is Carolina Panthers. Another team that needs some weapons.
In need of a quarterback with maturity.
No, they don't.
No. That's too far even for me.
Yeah. But they need Cam Newton lines him some big receivers, which is why I got them taking Cortland Sutton out of SMU. Yes, over Christian. A lot of people get on me for picking him over Christian Kirk, but I think because the Panthers like big receivers and Cam Newton likes big receivers. And this guy, he reminds me of. I actually got the opportunity to watch a couple of his games this past season. He reminds me of maybe not too old. I'm not saying he'll be as good as Julio Jones, but he reminds me of Julio Jones.
Yeah.
His play style and what he can do.
Here's the thing. Cam Newton
And
likes.
have another Julio Jones in the NFC South would be awesome.
Yeah. Cam Newton too. He likes big receivers, big women, and big drama. It's true.
The big women is unconfirmed.
You know, you can connect the dots a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He also likes big fashion too. Sometimes questionable, but you know,
Big Shaq.
big.
Alright, next pick is the Tennessee Titans. I got them going Billy
Enemy
Price,
UAV is airborne.
center slash guard from Ohio State. This guy is in the Quentin Nelson School of won't be a bust.
Alright.
Not to the point of Quentin Nelson as a bust potential. Something I made up. 0 to 100 scale with 0 being best.
The Cole Johnson bus scale. Yeah. He's a 2% on the bus scale.
Yeah. I think guaranteed stud offensive line to help that Tennessee offensive line to protect Mariota.
Yeah. If they get a good center, they may have a chance to improve all the way to like 9-7 or something. It may be crazy.
Maybe they get some receivers. Mariota won't have to throw to himself for touchdowns. And
it's true. Although it's much more entertaining if he just keeps doing that instead.
That's true. I'll give him that. Entertainment value, really. That's
Yeah, that's where the money's at. I mean, it's not if you're winning games; it's how entertaining is it to watch. You know, that's all the front office really cares about.
Yeah, next up is the Atlanta Falcons. You said a minute ago you're a Falcons fan. You were hoping. Who was it that you were hoping?
Deron Payne.
Deron Payne. Yeah, it's an opportunity. He does.
I want it.
For them. I won't say to them. I'm not gonna keep it. I'm a Falcons fan too. Whatever. Who cares? Yes, 28-3. Go ahead and hit us with it.
We're gonna get one comment, and it's just gonna say 28-3 and nothing else.
If we get one comment on this video, I hope it says I want it says. Oh, let's get back to the pick. Isaiah Wynn, guard edge.
Now I'm feeling there's some biasness going. No, I'm kidding. They need a guard.
Fair. Whatever. No, Isaiah Wynn would be the best guard available in the Falcons. Need a guard big time. Big time. Wes Schweitzer is not that good.
No.
He proved that he was alright. They need a guard.
I never thought that I would miss Chris Chester when he retired, but turns out he's actually a missable person.
Isaiah Wynn played tackle in college. His size would translate to playing tackle in the NFL. But they call him country strong. Country strong.
A
That's the best way to describe him.
ball player.
He's not the biggest guy, but he is strong.
Strong.
New Orleans, they need some defense.
Yeah.
They need a pass rusher, and that's gonna be Harold Landry out of Boston College. They need a guy who can be on the other side of
What's his name? His face.
Jordan.
Cameron Jordan. Yeah.
Is he still with the Saints?
I
I'm pretty sure.
thought so. Thought so.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain. So yeah, they get a guy who is going to another guy who's just gonna get to the quarterback. Boston College, they can produce guys that can play some defense, man.
But they don't produce Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, am I right? It's funny. I laugh to hide my pain. I laugh to hide my pain.
Pittsburgh, the Pharisees of professional football. That's a stolen joke from another channel.
The Pittsburgh rapist. Oh, wait, sorry. Never mind.
Hold up.
Hold up.
They need a safety. Mike Mitchell is a problem. Not for opposing teams, for his own team. He is not a very good player, and he is a locker room cancer.
Literally
they need
cancer.
A new safety. They need to get rid of Mike Mitchell as soon as they can.
Alright.
And that replacement would be Ronnie Harrison from Alabama.
I like
Guy's
it.
a ball player.
I like
Guy's a
it.
ball player.
Who isn't on Alabama? Let's just be honest. Jalen Hurts, but that's about it.
Alright. Yeah, Ronnie Harrison. He's gonna be besides Derwin James and his own teammate Minka Fitzpatrick, he's the best safety in this draft class. he's gonna.
I like it. I like it.
Mike Mitchell's just he's gonna replace Mike Mitchell. That's
An
we need
upgrade.
to find someone who can replace Mike Mitchell. He's a problem. One of the dirtiest players in the league is what Mike Mitchell is.
Alright.
In Jacksonville.
They don't need a quarterback.
What a season! What a season!
I know.
What a season they had. They're losing a couple guys in their secondary, which is why I've got them taking Jair Alexander from Louis to play corner.
I like it.
Go alongside Boye. This guy is a
Boy.
high production guy. A lot of pass breakups and a lot of interceptions. Anytime a lot of times you see a corner jump a route, they
Miss it, and it goes for a touchdown.
They hit the ball away and it hits the ground. That's not what Jair Alexander does. He gets an interception.
He only gets picks, is what you're saying.
He only gets picks. This guy gets a bunch of picks. A bit of a thin frame, if I can speak correctly.
Thin skinned.
But that's something that can be worked on.
There's steroids for that. They can.
There's steroids for that. So that's Barry Bonds.
Yeah, like, he was skinny when he was with the Pirates.
He was skinny when he came into the league.
Yeah.
And he was massive when he left the league.
You ever stop and think about how the Braves at one point had a deal in place to require Barry Bonds? Yeah, when he was with the Pirates early in his career, the Pirates agreed to it, and then called back 30 minutes later and said, "Actually, no, we're sorry, we're pulling this from the table." It was being sent to the commissioner's office for approval, and the Pirates pulled out at literally the 11th hour.
Wow, that's a bit of a story.
Mm-hmm.
Random. When we're talking about an NFL mock draft.
Listen, I just am a fountain of knowledge. You get one fact a day. There's your fact of the day.
Vikings, the purple PDers, and the divisional round cardiac kids.
And like 2023 to 2050 Super Bowl champions. It's another Madden 13 reference there. You see, fluent in sarcasm and Madden 13 references. That's me.
We're not going to bring up that Kennedy franchise ever again.
Nah, doubtful.
I think I got them taking James Daniels, center/guard from Iowa.
Alright.
This guy is another guy who I would describe as country strong. He can. They are one interior offensive lineman away from having the most offensive lineman football.
Yeah. Now, throw out a prediction right now. Who is their quarterback next year?
Case Keenum.
Alright. Not Kirk Cousins. So they're in on him
He
too.
goes to Denver. You can't.
That's true, you said he's going.
Can he play quarterback for Denver? The man had 9 touchdowns in one game in college.
It turns out, when Jeff Fisher isn't your coach, you improve dramatically.
For real. Just ask Jared Goff. Man, turn around for Jared Goff. 31, New England. I got them taking Sam Hubbard. The edge rusher from Ohio State.
Yeah. That is, of course, if they can make it to the draft without being caught cheating and get that pick taken away. It's just, we'll assume. Tom Brady's a system quarterback.
Perfect timing. They need a pass rusher. Chris Long leaving. Even with having Chris Long, they still need another pass rusher.
Because Chris Long is 50 years old.
They couldn't get the Nick Foles and all of those. They needed pass rush. They get that Sam Hubbard. Sam Hubbard, not just pass rush, do it all guy. And for the final pick,
do we need a drum roll?
the Eagles.
Okay, never mind.
The Eagles.
Bit of a disappointing year for the Eagles last year. They'll be looking to rebound.
Yeah, not quite what they were expecting.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong there. It wasn't quite what they expected. I mean, let's just be honest.
Other secondary.
Or a third string quarterback.
Someone in the secondary, that'd be Isaiah Oliver. Corner out of Colorado. Just to add depth to their already stacked secondary. I think that's the only place I can see that they can add depth.
Right. Alright.
This is a lockdown guy. A very good corner. Colorado's produced some very good corners over the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout
Enemy
history.
helicopter approaching.
It's all that weed they
Back in the
smoked.
1700s.
Yeah, they put the British on lockdown, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. What did Colorado?
I don't think it existed yet. It was a bunch of savage Wild West men.
Well, that's pick 32. Texans and Chiefs don't have a first round pick.
What?
Why they weren't mentioned. And hopefully I didn't skip anyone else like I did the Cardinals.
Did you do a
margins.
did you do a second round thing?
Me?
Yeah, you have a second round.
Yeah, I do.
Do it like rapid fire. Just say what they are, like rapid fire.
Rapid fire?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me get to there.
Let me pull out my spreadsheets.
Rapid fire. Cleveland, Ronald Jones.
Alright.
Wait. No, I can't do this rapid fire because a lot of these guys are guys I've just moved up. This is I haven't changed this from when I changed it to today.
Okay. Well,
I can't
I'll
do
just
rapid fire.
I'll ask you this
Well,
question.
Cleveland, you get.
Who is
I
Ronald
just
Jones?
realized
Where?
I gave them Saquon and Ronald Jones. I can't do that.
Okay. Well, never mind on second round. Where's Chubb going? And Michelle.
You want to know Nick Chubb and Sonny Michel? Alright, 49th pick to the Jets, Sonny Michel. Nick Chubb is somewhere in the third round of the Colts. What?
Hey, I like Andrew Luck and Nick Chubb if they both can, stay on the field. I like that idea.
I do like that too. Both have a history with injuries.
It's true.
But hey, how much time?
It's a
What time
gamble.
are we at?
About 40 minutes or so, 45, 50 minutes.
Alright, well, hey, that's the end of the inaugural episode. I hope you enjoyed the kind of theme. We'll probably further on episodes we'll have a theme of both of us talking. I just wanted to get this one out here. More episodes that will have a more laid-back theme. We'll make more jokes. We'll attempt to make more jokes.
Hashtag jokes.
They'll probably end up being really bad jokes. No one will laugh.
I don't know what you're talking
We'll
about.
get a lot of blank stares. But
Speak for
it's the
yourself.
thought that counts.
Speak for
It's the
yourself.
thought that counts.
I happen
So,
to be very funny.
Next episode, this idiot will have a poorly made mock draft for himself.
No, you're
First
not.
round,
You're
we'll go
not.
over that, talk about it.
You're not wrong there. You know all about more about
For
college players than I do.
For those of you if
Who are
anyone
not out
watched-
there.
that watched this all the way through, thank you.
No, everyone's
I hope you enjoyed, and
run away screaming by now.
yes,
They've
you're
smashed.
right.
They've smashed their monitors.
Enjoy, and we're gonna keep putting out episodes just for fun. So, thank you.
Tom Brady is a system quarterback.